Our big focus on headlines today is on the battle for the states. The one state both Modi and the BJP are particularly keen on winning is Delhi. In 2011, both the Congress and the BJP were sitting smug. The Congress confident that despite a plethora of negative issues, Sheila Dikshit's development would help them tide over an image crisis. The BJP convinced that anti-incumbency would help the Saffron Party sail through. But a tsunami hit them in the face and knocked them in November 2011, the Aam Aadmi Party. Here's a look at the Delhi contest.
2012 was a good year. Sheila Dikshit was busy dancing with rapper Yo-Yo Honey Singh. BJP was pretty certain their man Modi was the cure of all their troubles. He had won his Gujarat, now he would win Delhi for them. But then this happened.
देश की जनता जो है परेशान हो चुकी है और देश के आम आदमी, आम औरतों, आम बच्चों ने मिलकर ये तय किया है कि अब हम अपनी पार्टी खुद बनाएंगे.
As things stand, Delhi is poised to choose between status quo, the usual alternative, and the untried newbie with big promises and ambitious goals.
Let's take a quick look at how the main parties in the fray had fared in the last two elections. First, let's take a look at 2008 figures. The Congress had a clear majority with 43 seats. They got 40.31% of the vote share. The BJP tailing far behind at 23 seats. What's interesting, though, is that in terms of vote share, the BJP was quite close at 36.84%. The BSP also a pretty good showing, managing to bag 2 seats. They had absolutely no seats in the 2003 elections. The Congress did lose 4 seats between 2003 and 2008, and that's exactly what the BJP managed to capitalize on in 2008.
But what's really got everyone aflutter this time around is the record voter turnout. From just above 57% in 2008, the voter percentage jumped to 65.86%. What does that mean?
Now, what it indicates historically is that increases in turnout hurt the Congress incumbency more than they hurt the BJP incumbency.
The Aam Aadmi Party claims that the voter enthusiasm reflects not just the anti-government mood, but also mass mobilization in support of the Aam Aadmi Party. What they don't mention is that this mobilization could well be for the BJP too. The BJP, for its part, will be wondering whether the last-minute chief ministerial candidate musical chairs ended up denting their viability. For the Congress, the list of imponderables goes on. Right now, the main worry would be for Sheila Dikshit to retain her New Delhi constituency in the face of challenge from Kejriwal and Vijender Gupta.
Arvind Kejriwal will find that he is in an awkward situation. If the exit polls tell us anything, they tell us that Delhi is unclear. So the chances are he will not get an overall majority, he will not form a government. But equally, it suggests that nobody can form a government without some kind of tacit support from the Aam Aadmi Party.
All bets are off this time in Delhi. Never has Delhi been so uncertain about its results. But weighing heavy on everybody's minds is also a possibility that maybe in another couple of months, the state may go to polls again with a hung assembly, a very real possibility this time. With camera person Subodh Saxena, this is Aditya Nandharayan for Headlines Today.
Chhattisgarh saw 75% polling this election despite the threat of Maoist violence. The state will see Raman Singh, a hugely successful and popular chief minister, battle it out with Congress's Ajit Jogi. Here's a look at how the odds are stacked in favor of the BJP.
आपकी सरकार ने ट्राइबल बिल लागू किया.
6 months after the opposition Congress leadership was virtually wiped out in the state, young Chhattisgarh went to the polls. The Darbar Ghati ambush was a terrifying reminder of what the Prime Minister had called India's biggest national security threat.
खीरम घाटी का नक्सली हमला ये भी दर्शाता है कि बीजेपी की छत्तीसगढ़ की सरकार के कार्यकाल में छत्तीसगढ़ में सुरक्षा व्यवस्था कितनी खराब हो गई है।
आपको उनको नहीं मारा गया।
Out of power for a decade, with the violent elimination of its state leaders, the Congress party found a desperate, if delicate, tool with which to attack the incumbent BJP government.
नंद कुमार पटेल जी छत्तीसगढ़ के चीफ मिनिस्टर बनने जा रहे थे। उनको कोई नहीं रोक सकता था, रोकने का कोई तरीका नहीं था। सिर्फ एक तरीका था कि उनको मार डालो।
Amongst the several big fights in the state of Chhattisgarh is the constituency of Dantewada, where the widow of Mahendra Karma is standing, one of the leaders killed in that massacre, facing off with the BJP's powerful sitting MLA Bhima Mandavi. Now, while Devti Karma, the wife of Mahendra Karma, hopes for a sympathy wave, a sympathy factor to tide things through to see her home, she will also be hoping the 4 criminal cases against her rival see her win this very important seat. But the big question is, could the massive infighting within the Congress bring her down?
Despite the continuing threat of Naxal violence, Chhattisgarh saw record polling of nearly 75%, a powerful message. The question is, what role is the Naxal threat likely to have played in the mind of the Chhattisgarh voter?
Well, if you live in Chhattisgarh, you know that it's a constant threat. But obviously they were not frightened by it, or they wouldn't have come out in such large numbers to vote.
These people can have a sway on as much as 11 or 12 seats is is saying something. It's a very articulate symbol of what's really happening at the ground level.
To be sure, the Naxal threat tops the list of big issues occupying mind space in the state. But there are others, including corruption in coal block allocation, alleged financial malfeasance by the Raman Singh government, corruption in UPA schemes at the ground level in the state, as well as a sharp reduction in the scheduled caste quota. The prime ministerial faces of both parties raised the stakes in Chhattisgarh. But if the anti-incumbency effect applies, it isn't really visible in Chhattisgarh.
Let's now take you through Chhattisgarh. From 40 to 42, Raman Singh actually increasing the tally for the BJP. That's quite commendable given how things were looking. The Congress, 38 it was in the last elections, 38 it is this time, not being able to break through anti-incumbency. Let's now take you through what the new assembly of Chhattisgarh could look like. There was a sense that this might be tough. This is where the Congress had maximum hopes, but ORG projects 53 seats for Raman Singh, a gain of 3 actually. The Congress likely to come at 33 seats. That's a loss of 5 seats.
On Sunday, the young state will know. Bureau Report, headlines today.
Now to our focus on Madhya Pradesh. If exit polls are to be believed, the BJP is expected to retain power in the state. If the Congress is in fact decimated for the 3rd time, the credit will have to go to Shivraj Singh Chauhan, easily one of the most popular chief ministers the state has ever seen.
मैं शिवराज सिंह चौहान ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं।
It's a battle between the Maharaja of Gwalior and a commoner who started his career in politics as an RSS pracharak at the age of 13. Yet many say Jyotiraditya Scindia is no match for Shivraj Singh Chauhan. This man is given credit for single-handedly turning the BJP's fortunes around in Madhya Pradesh, converting the heart of India into fortress of saffron. Despite allegations of corruption, sex scandals and cases of moral policing involving 11 serving and former ministers, Shivraj Singh Chauhan is eyeing a record 3rd term as Chief Minister of India's largest state.
शिवराज सिंह चौहान मेरे बड़े अच्छे मित्र हैं और बहुत ही लोकप्रिय मुख्यमंत्री हैं। गरिमा, शालीनता, सादगी के परिचायक हैं वो मुझे, और तीसरी बार जीतने जा रहे हैं।
What makes the BJP government immensely popular in the state are its social welfare schemes like higher subsidy for farmers, Beti Bachao Abhiyan and Ladli Lakshmi Yojana that have increased Chauhan's reach beyond BJP's traditional vote bank.
By all accounts, his ministers have not got such a great reputation for efficiency or humility or even doing things only for the public good. And there's been a disconnect. In fact, Babulal Gaur has gone to say 6 or 7 ministers are going to lose. Despite that, Shivraj Singh Chauhan has done well because of these two attributes. And I think he's worked really hard and connected with the people more than anything else. As you know, he's called Mama.
In 2008, the BJP had won 143 seats, the Congress had lagged behind at 71, BSP had managed 7 and others bagged 9. After 10 years of BJP rule, Congress's best bet is an anti-incumbency wave. 4.6 crore voters around 51 districts have decided the fate of 2,583 contestants. The ballot has been cast. The fate of Bhopal will be declared on Sunday. If exit polls are to be believed, the BJP is expected to storm back into power with its promise of smartphones and laptops for students and a self-employment scheme for 5 lakh youngsters. BJP's possible win will be most bitter for Scindia Jr., who had to wrestle with party veteran Digvijay Singh for controlling the Congress's campaign.
Was it a mammoth task for Jyotiraditya Scindia? I think a mammoth task for the Congress party to come together. Now, if Jyotiraditya Scindia was a symbol of the Congress party coming together, then it was something which was achieved. I think it was papered over. The differences between the tall leaders, all of them older than Jyotiraditya Scindia, more experienced, those differences remained.
Despite the odds, senior Congress leaders have been trying to put up a brave front.
मैं जहां का जानता हूं बता सकता हूं. मैं मध्य प्रदेश और छत्तीसगढ़ का जानता हूं. और मध्य प्रदेश और छत्तीसगढ़ में जो आपके ओपिनियन पोल्स हैं, ये गलत साबित होंगे. इससे स्पष्ट तो मैं नहीं कह सकता.
भारत माता की! भारत माता की!
A hat-trick for Shivraj Singh Chauhan will further consolidate his position, not just in Madhya Pradesh, but also within the BJP. An emboldened challenger to 3-time Chief Minister of Gujarat, Narendra Modi, and his ambition. Will the lotus bloom again, or will the hand be able to crumple it? The final countdown has begun. Bureau Report, Headlines Today.
For the BJP, its mascot and Prime Ministerial face Narendra Modi is being seen as central to the campaign of the party. While BJP President Rajnath Singh has said that this election will not be a statement on Modi, the results are expected to provide answers to the much talked about Modi factor. Will his popularity translate into votes for the BJP? Take a look.
Packed to capacity rallies sounding the battle cry for 2014.
दिल्ली में हमारी सरकार सोई हुई है और मैं नहीं मानता हूं 125 करोड़ देशवासियों के दिल की आग उन्हें जगा सकती है. वो ऐसी गहरी नींद में सोए हैं, लगता है 2014 में भी सोते ही रहेंगे.
Dominating the discourse in the run-up to the fight for Delhi.
मोदी मंच पे नहीं है, मोदी आपके दिलों में बैठा है.
As the countdown begins for the assembly poll results, Narendra Modi, the man who led BJP's campaign, will be judged over whether his popularity will monetize into votes. And if BJP sweeps 4 states as predicted by pollsters, many believe it will reinforce the Modi factor like never before.
Narendra Modi's presence, which was a very organized kind of presence in meetings that they had pre-arranged, that has spiked, that has really led to gain for the BJP in terms of votes, Narendra Modi's presence.
Well, Arun Jaitley said recently that the trouble with all these calculations saying we'll get 5% here and 10% here makes no sense. You've got to take a risk. You've got to put your faith in somebody and hope he can deliver a wave. That's the risk they've taken with Narendra Modi, and so far at least it seems to be working.
Ironically, just 3 months ago, Modi's rivals in BJP had wanted his elevation as the prime ministerial candidate delayed till the outcome of the assembly polls, lest it cast a shadow.
हम दूसरी मिट्टी की पैदावार है.
But 3 months seem like a long time as the party now credits Narendra Modi for its rising stock.
So the big question is, can the BJP credit its win to the Modi wave? Here are some facts. Modi clocked more hours than any other senior BJP leader, showing his readiness to face his first acid test. Not just that, clamour for Modi rallies grew with party leaders seeking more time from him to campaign in states like Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh. Then, of course, the turnout at the rallies, which may have been contested by the Congress several times, but Modi addressed packed rallies in all the 4 states that he campaigned in. Well, also, Modi focused on 2014 battle, raising some national issues, even as he campaigned for assembly elections. And last but not the least, in intensity and aggression, Modi's campaign actually echoed the high-stakes pitch for New Delhi.
वो इंडोर के खिलाड़ी हैं, हम आउटडोर के खिलाड़ी हैं.
But did the Modi factor outweigh the undisputed sway of BJP's star chief ministers like Raman Singh and Shivraj Singh Chauhan, who are formidable forces in their own right?
I don't think it will be attributable only to Narendra Modi, BJP's success, as the exit polls are showing. I would say that the BJP chief ministers, or let's say the BJP has allowed regional satraps to grow. And today we are, whether we like it or not, at the state level in a presidential system.
Whether the BJP wins the elections this time riding the Modi tsunami or because of a mix of local issues, with the BJP linking their campaign to Modi's Delhi bid, the Congress can afford to dismiss or ignore the Modi factor at their own peril. With camera person Ashok Bhanot, this is Aditya Narayanan for Headlines Today.